Welcome to NIOS. Today we shall study first part of lesson number 27. The title of the lesson is Peace and Security. In this lesson, we will try to understand about the meaning of peace and security. We will try to learn why peace and security is necessary for democracy. We will also learn about the steps taken by India for peace and security. Let us start by understanding the meaning of peace. Dear learners, what do you understand by the term peace? Generally, we think that absence of war is called peace. However, peace has a wider meaning. Peace is a social and political condition in which development of people, society and nation takes place. When all the people in the society are happy and satisfied, there is social and economic equality, and political system takes care of all the people in the country. This is called peace. Therefore, peace refers to the presence of social, cultural and economic unity among the people. Learners, you must have come across the word security in newspaper, radio, or television. Generally speaking, security means absence of fear and any kind of threat. Security also means the safety of a person, an institution, a region, a nation, or the world. Now let us join two words and see these terms together. Peace and security. Both these words are related to each other. Peace and security occurs when people, institutions, regions, nations, and the world are able to develop without any threat. This happens when the people are happy and safe in their country and the governments rule in a fair manner. Dear learners, it is important for us to understand both the old and new meanings of peace and security. First, let's understand the old meaning of peace and security. Earlier, peace and security meant to end the fear of attack by one country over the other country. Therefore, for the safety and security of a nation, it was necessary to sign a bilateral agreement or a long-term treaty for not attacking each other. A bilateral agreement is an agreement that is signed by two countries. Sometimes countries take other steps to end the fear of attack. For this, they make their army strong. While sometimes they adopt balance of power approach for peace and security. Learners, do you know about the balance of power approach? Let us try to understand this through an example. Suppose A is a country and it has signed a treaty with two other countries called B. And C. According to this treaty, if any country attacks any of the three countries, A, B or C, in that case, these three countries will fight against that country together. United Nations is an international organization. It was formed after the end of the Second World War in 1945. Its main work is to stop war and ensure peace and security in the world. Now, let's understand the new meaning of peace and security. Is very wide as it is not only related to military attacks, but includes all kinds of dangers to humanity. It is true that people of every country should be safe and secure. However, the new meaning of peace and security also means freedom from problems like poverty, diseases, environmental pollution, exploitation, etc. Therefore, the new idea of peace and security is not related to military attacks only. In fact, today there are many dangers before us. We will discuss 3 dangers in this video. First is terrorism. Second is genocide. Third is epidemics, etc. Let us quickly learn about meaning of these new terms. First word is terrorism. It means to use violence in order to create fear among people. Generally, the purpose of terrorism is to achieve some political or religious goal. Second word is genocide. It means to intentionally kill a particular group of people due to their country, religion, or culture. Third word is epidemics. When an infectious disease spreads among people or animals within a very short time. Learners, peace and security are necessary for a democracy. As in the absence of peace and security, democracy cannot function and development cannot take place. For elections, there should be peace in the country. citizens will not feel secure if there is violence, and no development will take place in the country. At the same time, peace cannot be achieved in the absence of democracy. Do you know why? Because generally those countries of the world do not start war or get involved in war where there is democracy. It has been observed that democracies believe in peace. We have also observed that citizens are more happy and satisfied in democratic countries as the government is responsible for their well-being. The decisions are made after thinking about the welfare of not one person but all the people. Let's understand our India's approach towards peace and security. Learners, India is a peace-loving country and it has always tried to remain away from war. However, there are many dangers before the security of our country. After independence, we had to fight wars with China and Pakistan. India has been facing the problem of terrorism, Naxalite movement, etc. Our constitution lays stress on the ideas of peace and security. Federal system has to be adopted to stop centralization of power. Let us learn about the federal system in more detail now. In a federal system of government, the power is divided between the central government and the state governments. In this way, the political power is not concentrated in the hands of few people. While state government makes law on some matters, the central government makes laws on some other subjects. In this way, the people of the country remain more happy and satisfied. India has always favored establishment of peace and security in the world. Now we will talk about internal threats to peace and security. Learners, there can be two types of dangers before a country. First is internal dangers. It means those dangers that occur inside the country, and second is external dangers. It means those dangers that take place outside the country. We know that people have the freedom to express their opinions in a democracy. Many times, people are not satisfied with the policies of the government. In that situation, they participate in demonstrations, strikes, etc. This is their way to draw the attention of government towards their demands and problems. Such protests should be peaceful and violence should not be used in them. However, many times they turn violent. This is a big danger to the peace and security of the country. Two dangers are: first is terrorism and second is Naxalite movements. These two are dangers to the internal security of the country. We shall study about them in detail in the next video. Let us now revise what we have learnt today. Today, we learnt about the concept of peace and security. We also learnt about the different features of peace and security. We learnt about the old and new meanings of peace and security. We came to know about the meaning of terrorism, genocide, epidemic, etc. We also came to know about the need of peace and security for democracy in the country. Finally, we learnt about the internal threats to the security of India. With this, we have reached the end of today's lesson. I hope you liked watching this video. If you have any queries, you may send your queries to signlanguage@nios.ac.in. For more information, you may visit website at www.nis.ac.in. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Namaskar.